over 20 minutes, maybe around 30, before my bus arrives. Yeah, it is. It's basically as I try to look at the time here. Hold on. It's about 7:14. The bus is a little delayed. The one that takes me to Turlock for work is a little delayed because, of course, as you can tell, it's foggy out here right now. Yes, and the reason I'm up, here in Patterson from Newman at 7:15 in the morning is because I'm scheduled to work at 10. And the way the bus schedule works on the weekend is it's every 3 hours. It is every 3 hours, that the bus arrives. So it's a little bit more different than the weekdays. So the question that you're obviously wondering is, what is this channel update, about? Hey, just my beanie here. I'm trying to put my thing back up top because it is cold. Probably wondering, what this, hold on. Sorry about that. Anyway, you're probably wondering what this channel update is all about while I wait for the bus here. And honestly, I had originally done this as an audio recording yesterday, as the fog gets a lot worse, so it might delay the bus a little bit more. The one thing about the bus drivers, sometimes depending on the weather, if they're new, and everything, they might be like a little worried, what they're doing and stuff. So, I would not blame the bus driver for wanting to take their time and everything, especially in this. The benefit about it, though, is my mom doesn't have to worry about taking me. I mean, there's one thing she has made perfectly clear, that unless it's really necessary to do so, she will not take me to work. I got to find my own way. And hopefully tomorrow morning when I wake up, the guy that basically picked up my Lyft appointment, because I scheduled a Lyft ride for tomorrow because I got to work tomorrow as well, hopefully that guy will follow through on it. I mean, when I saw the name, I was thinking, okay, cool, at least somebody picked up on it. I don't know how that works. Maybe you guys do. Basically how, people, when they schedule lifts, for maybe a week or so in advance, and somebody picks it up and everything. I don't know if you guys could tell me or let me know down below how that works. Do they get a notification of, hey, you got this upcoming pickup coming or something? I don't know. But let me know if you guys know about that. But yeah, it's getting a lot foggier out here right now. But anyway, like I said, as far as the channel update goes, and look how foggy it got. You can barely see down there. That's unreal. You can barely see down there. But as far as the channel update goes, like I said, I originally did this as an audio recording yesterday when I got off the bus last night, and I was walking home from Merced and Eucalyptus in Newman, basically walking down Merced. And I basically mentioned what's going on currently with the channel. Now, as a lot of you have seen over the past, I would say the past couple of days, I've had several videos be uploaded to my channel, but be scheduled for premiere within the next 2 weeks. And the reason for that is, just like in the past, as a lot of you know, as I try to adjust the holding of the camera here, the phone camera that is, as a lot of you know, just like over the past several years, during this time of year, my mom is off for 2 weeks. She's off for 2 weeks from work. And what that means basically is, even though it hasn't really been that hard as of late, surprisingly, to do videos, even live streams at times when she's home, it's still kind of tricky to do, because she might be wanting to know about something or ask me about something, which I don't mind helping her out with, but it does kind of interrupt things. I mean, of course, that's why we have editing tools like, Adobe, like the Adobe, like the Adobe what is it, the Adobe Power, whatever the Adobe Video Maker is, as well as like Cyber Power Director and stuff like that. As well as Windows or whatever video software you utilize. Me, I use Cyber Power Director, and even a more recent version of Windows Movie Maker, or at least the last version they did before I guess they stopped doing it or something. And again, like I said, I know there's the Adobe ones too, which a lot of people say is really good. The Adobe Pro, I think. But I guess, like I said, that's why they're there and everything, just in case stuff like this happens. Just like just in case you might get interrupted and stuff during your videoing and or your recording and all that, and you have to basically restart, resume where you left off, and with a new recording and stuff. That's the one thing, as far as I know, about my Canon camera that I have. It doesn't have a pause button. It doesn't have no pause button whatsoever, unless I think you hold the recording button on the back of it and that pauses it or something. But I don't know. I have to look again. I have to look at it again. But yeah, there is no recording, but there is not recording, but there is no pause button, on it, as far as I know. Basically, is that my bus? I don't know. I can't even see. It might be my bus right now. I don't know. It might be it. Maybe they got here on time. I don't see no sign on the top saying that it's it. It might. I don't know. That might be my bus. We'll see. No, that's a truck. That's a truck. That's okay. It looked like it could be it, but it wasn't. It's a truck. But like I said, basically, what was that? Oh yeah. Basically, like I said, that's why we got these recording, these video softwares out there, just in case you gotta, resume recordings and all that, and or resume your videos in separate recordings, and just try to piece it together into one or something like that down the line. One thing I will say about the early mornings, especially when they're foggy, or especially when they're a little and it's getting really foggy. Look at this. I've never seen it this foggy in a while. Woo! Look at that. Just big time fog. Big time fog. But anyway, like I said, what was I getting at? Oh yeah. You have to use those video softwares to, like I said, piece together separate videos. Now, sometimes when you do separate videos, it's usually, on purpose. Usually you do that because of the fact that you got a project you're working on and you want to, focus one individual video on a subject in that project. But otherwise, if you're trying to do like a straight shot sometimes, to where even if you do put it in the video editor to add like images to represent what you're talking about, it's a lot harder to do, especially when you have, like I said, you have, family you're living with, like your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brothers, and they want your help on something or whatever. So it's like I said, it's kind of a little tricky, like I mentioned, still with my mom at home, but it has gotten a little bit easier. It has gotten a little bit easier, but still not to the point to where, she could fully understand, oh, he's got his door closed, and if she hears me talking, and talking about something, subject-wise, that, she doesn't quite grasp, oh, he's recording, or he's doing a live stream. She doesn't quite grasp that just yet. She hasn't quite grasped that just yet, so it's still going to take time. and everything. But overall, it's been a little easier. But still, that's why, and I know it's taken me a while to just to get to this point. I do apologize. Again, I'm in public, it's foggy, and you got people walking about. So you don't want them to wonder what you're doing or cause trouble or anything. But anyway, as I was saying, basically, this is why I still go this route. I still upload videos, to Premiere, I should say, during the vacation time my mom's off, so that even if I do add a few videos, on the days, like, let's say I'm off along with her, or I have the time to do so, at least, I'll still have something there just in case I don't have time. That's what I'm trying to say. And I know it took me a while just to get to that point. I do apologize for that. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on now. Like I said, because you've noticed, as I said at the beginning, that that I've been uploading videos and scheduling them to premiere within the next week or so, in the next 2 weeks, so that at least you have something just in case, as I mentioned, I don't have time to do anything, do anything else and all that, I should say. But yeah, and also the reason it's taking me so long to get to what I was saying is I'm looking around and just seeing how foggy it's been getting. I mean, I know it's going to clear up and everything. That's why it's getting a lot more foggier than it normally has. Because, you're getting the fog from when you come out of Newman, and then, come out of Newman into Patterson. It's you're getting that, that fog, and, it's taking time to, disperse itself away. So you're getting a lot of fog here. But yeah. Anyway, and of course, like I said, I got people around here walking around. One thing, like I was trying to say earlier, is this time of day, in the late evenings as well, is when the homeless and the not so well-minded, if you will, kind of drugged up, if I'm going to be honest, people are wandering about. If there's one negative thing I will say about the free bus ride deal, one thing I will say is, you kind of open the Pandora's box to the homeless, if you will, to basically hitch a ride to the homeless, and like I said, not so, mentally all there, especially if they're drugged up or something like that. You open the door to them to basically get a free ride to wherever they want, not, kind of realizing, at night, especially if they board the last bus for the night, they don't realize, hey, once the bus goes to its, last destination, that's it. Like the bus driver last night had to tell the, one of these people, hey, I'm only going to go to Castine and that's it. Once I'm at the Castine, I'm done for the night, it's done. So what happens, that guy, basically thinking he's going to have a free ride all over the place, has to go and get off near the Valero and the Chevron near the highway. That's what he has to do, is to get off near the Valero and the Chevron near the highway. So yeah, basically it takes the bus drivers, essentially telling a lot of the homeless, a lot of the mentally drugged up people, that you can ride this, especially if it's free, but you got to realize we're not going to be going much further, especially if they're on the last bus. So I mean, heck, there was a call-in to the CB radios that they used, where one bus driver was dealing with a passenger that was kind of in that mental state where they were just walking up and down on the bus, where they were driving, banging the windows, or doing something that made them that made the dispatch, made the base be like, okay, do you want me to send out the cops? Do you want me to send out police or something like that? Because it was like, that just felt like unnecessary, for that person to do. But again, this is what happens. This is what happens when you do the free ride thing. I mean, again, I appreciate the free rides for the month. It saves on my wallet. I will admit, it does save on my wallet, but still, it's a risk you're taking when you're allowing. And more fog is really starting to roll in a little bit here, but it takes, it's a risk that you're taking when you're allowing these people to come in, if you will, no, not come in, but to board these buses, you know, knowing, excuse me, knowing that these folks may not be right in the head, or if they are right in the head, they just want to run. But now I get the fact that they're homeless and they're still kind of okay mentally, that they just want some warmness of the bus. I get that. I understand that. No problem. But when that person is like not all there at times as well, mentally, if not drugged up wise, you take a risk. And again, like I said, that one bus that we heard on the CB radio, that's an example of taking a risk. But anyway, though, yeah, it's just, but anyway, it's kind of the situation right now during the early mornings and the late evenings, when the buses begin and they kind of end. You're taking a risk, you're taking a chance, on allowing people like this on the bus. You're taking a chance, by allowing people like this on the bus, at times. But to get back on topic, though, as far as the channel update, because I know I'm turning this a bit into a vlog too, so I do apologize. But as far as, like I said, the channel goes, like I said, I've got stuff uploaded, that's going to premiere starting tomorrow. I have it starting tomorrow, and it's going to go through, like I said, up to about the 3rd, at least, of January, or at least the 2nd at the latest. But that's how far it's going to go. And again, the reason, like I said, the reason I'm doing that is because, as I mentioned, even though it's gotten a lot easier at times, not much, to do recordings, do live streams, when my mom's home, whether it's on camera recordings, vocal recordings, or whatever, even though it's gotten a lot easier, like audio live streams, or even on camera live streams, even though it's gotten a lot easier, it's still a little tricky to do. That is why I'm uploading these things as we speak. And I got that, and so far, I've gotten up to, I think the 28th so far, when it comes to videos set to premiere during the break. Now, I still have the 29th, the 30th, and New Year's Eve to work on. But New Year's Eve, just like Christmas, that might be an exception. We shall see. That might be an exception because, I might do a recording there. I'm going to be off basically New Year's weekend. I asked for New Year's Eve and I asked for New Year's Day and the day after off because basically my reasoning, and it's kind of true, I'm going to be with family. So, and again, I don't know. Okay, let me rewind. Okay. What I was trying to say, I kind of got a little tongue-tied there while I'm waiting for my bus here. As I mentioned, basically, I asked for New Year's weekend off, which is New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and the Monday afterwards. And the excuse I gave is I'm going to be with family, which is technically true. I will be with family, in a way. But also the fact that, and I didn't say this, because they wanted they wanted us to comment, like kind of give a reason to kind of, explain why we're going to be off. And, I basically said the reason for me is I'm going to be with family. But what I didn't say, and this is the other reason, is I don't know what it's going to be like lift wise, nor do I know what it's going to be like bus wise. Okay, because I know the bus does work on New Year's Eve. I think they do, but I don't know who they're going to be picking up and letting on. On that last free day of rides when it comes to the bus. I don't know who or what they're going to be bringing on. And Lyft. I don't know how they and Uber are going to work. I mean, I know it might be busy for them, for them to be like the designated drivers and all that. But who's to say some of those drivers won't want to go out and party either? You know what I'm saying? Celebrate the New Year either. Celebrate the new year, as well. Who's to say they won't want to do that? I'm just saying. So I'm not taking that chance. I'm legitimately, not taking that chance whatsoever to, put myself in danger and everything. But yeah, when it comes to New Year's Eve and maybe New Year's Day, those might be exceptions, but I still might put something out to premiere around then. We'll see. As far as other stuff goes, I do know I have something planned. I don't know what it is. Well, actually, I do know what it is. It's being planned right now in my... Because I was thinking about this. I'm going to be off Wednesday. And Wednesday's going to be my only chance to probably wrap some presents, for my family. With the exception of my mom, who I'll probably wrap the presents for on Christmas Eve. I might even do it that day too, because I work Christmas Eve, and it's going to be a little tricky to, go back and forth with, not tricky, but it's going to be kind of hard to wrap presents, especially if I'm going to be dead tired after 8.25 hours, but I'm thinking about doing this video, which I plan to premiere maybe afterwards, like maybe on Christmas perhaps, or even afterwards and everything, but we'll see. And that is basically me wrapping the presents, kind of showing you what I got my family, so that way they're not going to know. They won't know until they open them up. But basically basically showing you guys what I'm getting them before it happens. I'm not getting them, but showing you guys the wrapping procedure, basically what I'm wrapping for them and all that. Maybe the day of Christmas or the day after Christmas. Actually maybe not. I would say more along the lines of maybe if it is on Christmas, it'll be like a couple of hours later. Like I would say maybe about noon, at least, or not necessarily noon. I'd say maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the latest. Just to say, just to be good with that. But if not around that time, then I might schedule it on the 29th. More than likely, it might be the 29th, just in case, because I don't want to chance anything. And yes, I will be working the 29th, as far as I know. But again, I don't want to chance and risk anything as well. So anyway, be that as it may, guys. Like I said, that's kind of what I have in mind, to kind of do something like that, and maybe put it on the 29th. I might even reshuffle it with one of my already one of my videos that is set for premiere. I might reshuffle it with that to make it a little closer, but we'll see. We'll see what we do. Besides that, I have other videos I have planned. Some I might even be doing while I wait to clock in today, or even do tomorrow while I, before I head to, during my lunch break or whatever. So, it's gonna be interesting next couple of days, because again, I work today, I work tomorrow, I work Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday is my only day, and then my only day off, and then of course I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I mean, not Friday, Saturday, but Friday, But Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I should say, not Sunday. What am I talking about? But Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And Saturday's going to be the big one. You know, it's going to be the big one, no doubt, in my mind. But yeah, you know, I've got stuff planned. Again, it's just one of those situations to where, like I said, my mom's off, and you know, you got to work around that. You know, in my case, you got to work around that, and you know, just deal with and just do the best you can. Like I said, it's gotten a lot easier to do recordings and live streams at times, but you know, it's still a bit tricky and everything, because what you got to really do is time yourself when you do these. But anyway, though, guys, I just wanted to come on here, let you know what's coming. I do plan to do more MLP discussion content, as well as Sonic content as well, especially with Prime out now. In fact, I have a Sonic Prime video set and scheduled for 11 days from now, so you guys can check that out when it happens and everything. I do have, like I said, other videos planned as well. I do want to still do another PMV, hopefully before the year's out. We'll see what happens. And, you know, really that's about it. But anyway, though, oh yeah, and I might even do a look back video as well to culminate with New Year's Eve, and that might be something that premieres on New Year's Eve if I do it later. Well, not later, but earlier, instead of a premiere that, you know, around that time. But again, we'll see what happens. But anyway, though, guys, I just wanted to come on here while I wait for my bus. Hopefully it'll be coming soon. I mean, the fog, like I said, has not been really favorable, as you could see. Not been really favorable in any means, especially for the drivers. But again, I just wanted to come on here, let you know what's, you know, being planned, what's coming eventually in the near future on this Saturday morning while I wait for the bus. And let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Comment below. Love to hear from each and every one of you on this. Again, you know, the plan basically right now, with a few exceptions, those exceptions being like maybe certain days off, you know, Christmas, maybe New Year's Eve and New Year's. Basically the plan right now is to create videos and upload them to a premiere during the break that my mom's on, so I'll at least have something out there for you guys, especially while I'm working. And also, guys, I'm sorry, just lost my train of thought there. And like I said, you know, that's the plan, to do those videos, and also, like I said, to try to get something out to you guys before. I'll try to do some other things as well to get out to you guys before the year's out, like I said, PMVs, more discussion videos and all that, and maybe set them as premieres as well. But again, only time will tell, and hopefully, you know, nothing will go astray or anything like that. But anyway, though, guys, I just wanted to do this little video on this early Saturday morning while I wait for the bus to take me to work. And until next time, guys, I will talk to you later. I do apologize if I was all over the place. Again, I'm doing this live in Patterson at the park here in downtown. So, again, just wanted to let you guys know what's happening and keep you up to date with why you're seeing, like I say, videos popping up and scheduled to premiere on certain days throughout the next couple of weeks, as well as what I probably have planned to do when it comes to that, you know, later on, and hopefully on the days that I'll be off that I could, you know, make an exception for, especially like with the holidays. But let me know what your thoughts are, guys. And until next time, I am out.